What does the most realistic T-Rex in the world look like? Not Hollywood's version, not Jurassic Park's, but the real animal as close as science can get. Here is everything we know so far about the prehistoric king of the dinosaurs, Tyrannosaurus rex. Forget the shrink-wrapped dinosaurs with bones poking through some paper-thin skin. The real T-Rex was thick, and that's not an insult. That's biomechanics. To move a 7 to 9 ton animal with a 1.5 meter skull, you need powerful leg, tail, and neck muscles. Recent reconstructions are based on attachment sites on actual fossil bones, not guesswork. So yes, T-Rex was jacked, not because it looked cool, because it had to be. Now take a look at the face. Notice the bumpy skin above the eyes and nose? Those aren't just random details, they're called scutes. Small, raised, armor-like structures, common in reptiles. Crocodiles have them, so likely did T-Rex. Some scientists think they were for display. Others say they protected the animal in close contact, like hunting, mating, fighting, or falling. Either way, they're realistic. This one triggers some fans. But no, T-Rex probably didn't have its teeth sticking out like a crocodile 24/7. New studies in 2023 showed that theropods likely had lip-like coverings to protect their teeth from exposure and desiccation, especially on land. Lips weren't soft and fleshy like ours, but more like scaled coverings similar to Komodo dragons. It makes sense. Tooth hydration, protection, and fossil wear patterns all support it. Want more realism? Let's talk about trauma. The famous specimen known as Sue has a massive healed injury on her leg and a possibly torn tricep. That's reflected in some reconstructions, a scarred, battle-worn T-Rex who survived brutal encounters, not some flawless apex predator. Life was rough, even at the top. Now the eyes. Unlike earlier theropods like Allosaurus, whose eyes pointed sideways, T-Rex had forward-facing eyes, giving it binocular vision, like us. This means T-Rex could judge depth and distance, perfect for hunting, even in low light. Estimates suggest it could spot prey up to 6 kilometers away. To compare, we humans tap out around 1.5. The big question, feathers. Most current evidence says adult Tyrannosaurus rex was primarily scaly. We found skin impressions from multiple areas of the body: neck, tail, hip, and they all show pebbly, reptile-like scales. Some early tyrannosaurs like Dilong had feathers, which led to the theory that T-Rex did too. But Dilong and T-Rex are now understood to be from different branches of the Tyrannosaur family. It's possible hatchlings were fuzzy, but big adults? Not likely. Not completely ruled out, but not supported either. Let's talk about behavior. Because T-Rex was not a mindless kill robot. It wasn't sprinting through the forest screaming every 5 seconds like a Jurassic World extra. It had a brain, a big one, for a dinosaur. Especially the olfactory bulbs, which were massive. That means it had an incredible sense of smell, likely used to track carrion and prey over long distances. Modern predators like lions spend most of their time resting, stalking, and waiting, not constantly attacking. T-Rex may have done the same. Maybe it ambushed prey. Maybe it scouted from ridgelines. Maybe it just spent part of the day pushing through ferns, sniffing tree trunks, and avoiding twisted ankles. Also, it probably didn't hunt alone all the time. Some fossil sites show multiple tyrannosaurs together. We don't know if that means packs, families, or rivals drawn to the same carcass. But either way, it shows they were capable of more complex social interactions than a CGI death machine. Was it green? Brown? Purple? We'll never know for sure. But reconstructions use earth tone camouflage for good reason. A 40-foot ambush predator isn't painting itself neon. In fact, the pebbly skin might have helped break up its silhouette in forested habitats, like modern large reptiles. What did T-Rex actually eat? We know it was a predator, but also likely a scavenger when the opportunity came. Fossilized bite marks on hadrosaur bones, some with signs of healing, suggest it hunted live prey. but we've also found bone-crushed coprolites full of shattered bone fragments. That's not delicate chewing. That's an animal biting through entire carcasses, bone and all. Its bite force is estimated at over 8,000 pounds. Stronger than any land animal alive today, enough to crush a car. T-Rex wasn't picky. If it could overpower it or find it lying around, it probably ate it. Let's talk about the clash of the titans, Tyrannosaurus Rex versus Triceratops. This isn't just fan art. Fossils actually support the idea that these two heavyweights faced off. And it wasn't pretty. One Triceratops skull was found with healed bite marks that matched the teeth of a T-Rex. That means it survived the attack, at least for a while. Other Triceratops fossils show damage on the frill and face, possibly from battles with predators, or with each other. We've also found T-Rex teeth embedded in Triceratops bones, with no healing. That likely happened after death, the most famous predator of its time, and one of the most heavily armed herbivores in history. And the evidence says they met. How long did it live? Most estimates say T-Rex lived around 25 to 30 years at most. That's not long. But for a dinosaur that size, it made sense, and it didn't grow slowly. Juveniles had long legs and lighter builds, built for speed. But as they aged, they packed on muscle and weight fast. Bone histology, the study of internal bone structure, shows that T-Rex had a growth spurt as a teenager, gaining up to 2 kilograms per day, from fragile hatchling to 40-foot-long monster. That means T-Rex may have changed roles during its life, starting out fast and agile, then becoming a heavyweight apex predator in adulthood. And death? We still haven't found a fully intact T-Rex skeleton that died of old age, just injuries, infections, and sometimes mystery. But if T-Rex was so successful and sat at the top of the food chain, why did it go extinct? Tyrannosaurus Rex didn't fade out slowly. It disappeared, along with the rest of the non-avian dinosaurs, in one of the most catastrophic mass extinctions in Earth's history. The cause? Probably a massive asteroid about 10 kilometers wide slammed into what is now the Yucatan Peninsula in Mexico. That collapsed ecosystems, plants died, food chains unraveled, global temperatures plummeted. Every known fossil of T-Rex appears in rocks dated within the last 2 million years of the Cretaceous, and none after the boundary layer marking the impact event 66 million years ago. When the asteroid hit, the reign of the dinosaur ended. No model is perfect, but when you base your design on fossil evidence, functional anatomy, and living animal analogs, you get a creature that feels alive, not stylized. It's not about making T-Rex look cooler, it's about making it more real, even if that challenges what we've always believed. T-Rex isn't getting ruined by science, it's getting better, clearer, more alive, and honestly, a scientifically grounded T-Rex stomping through a forest, covered in scars, breathing heavily, muscles flexing. That's far scarier than anything Hollywood ever came up with.